Hi everyone. My name is Nikki Samona.
When was the last time you went to the TGMAs or VGMAs?
I saw them embarrass me 5 times. This one, the guy who watched the Air Force watch and say go back.
The way Blay is saying bounce, it brings me to this. I saw a video on social media. Felicia was saying was very, very upset. He was invited, kind of quote and unquote, makeup. I say me makeup, me tree her by. I say me code no. For
me, I'm a production person, so I figured, maybe they don't want to, make the place busy.
One person somebody sang question friend normal one. So I mean, can you somebody sang question friend for no moko So I've been to, like I said, previous TGMAs, and I was early. But the thing is, see, the reason why we are being late is because when we are early, we go and sit there and wait.
You slept, but people left. People left before we got to the peak.
You, the production team, have made us slow. Then you should also make us what? Early.
Best video of the year. I was surprised you went to JJ. You should have gone to Continental. Industry faces when the announcement was made, because it's like something has gone wrong somewhere.
Hi everyone. My name is Nikki Samonas. On my left we have Brahima. Yes, I call him Brahima, but Samunimuna, he's called Olele Salvador. Yes, he's in the seat with me today. I mean, today we have something different for you from Chips and Chats. And into time in China, and he'll be here a lot more often. So the ladies, if you're feeling him, please don't go away. He's gonna be here a lot more often, and he's gonna give you all the juicy stuff you wanna know. Today is all about less games, more talk, entertainment, laughter, fun, gossip. Gossip. Today, chats near more saying chips. Chats near more. We have a special guest. Mema Olele Salvador Fanuana.
Well, I think it's a pleasure to have him here. He says he doesn't want to be known. He doesn't want to be seen.
He will be
but over here, I guess you can see the lights are already doing the work. So you're going to put a spotlight on him. Mr. Blay, and also your friend Daddy Blay.
I don't know. Daddy Blay. I can't born. So Daddy Blay is fine. Anyway, thank you guys for having me.
You're being futuristic.
Futuristic.
And what about that? You're born one.
Oh no, I don't have a son.
You have a son.
No,
why did you say son?
Exactly. I was just about to go there.
Oh, I don't have a daughter as well.
No.
Relax. That's not what's going on here. I don't have.
I always explain it.
Try the chips. They look nice. Chips, they look nice.
Well, yeah, welcome.
Thank you guys for having me.
And I'm also welcoming myself because it's the first time here.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a very good conversation. The TGM is one could be.
It is a honor, not the mirror TGM.
Yeah, one could be.
No,
when the director called me, I was like, "I need your baby," because me. When was the last time you went to the TGMAs or VGMAs?
The last time I was there, a couple of years back, I checked Krabum. As the global UN ambassador for refugees.
That's a long time.
Wow.
Yes, I was invited to give a speech there because we collaborated with them that year.
Yeah, I think
so. I went on stage to say something about our cause.
And that was it.
That was all.
I've never been invited there again.
Oh, you weren't? Oh, okay.
You didn't present an award.
Okay.
You invited me and I present the award.
Sometimes I don't really understand this argument. Do you need to be invited? You were there. Do you need to be invited before you go to such events?
I mean, they're scanning tickets, so you have to be invited. If there's tickets, you have to be invited. But me personally, I wasn't like personally invited. I think Fahim had a gig. Right. With I think Sultan. He had a what was that thing called? Top Secret. Yeah. So he was doing a really good job, and they're like, "Oh, Charlie, let's invite him for the TGMA." So they got tickets for him in an apartment, right? And thank you guys for the apartment, like a V8. If I was like, "Oh, we should pull up," and I was like, "Okay, cool. I have this really nice shoot though. Yeah. Let me pull up." So he gave me a ticket, so I wasn't like personally invited. But you see, because when I was going there, I saw that people wanted to get in, they were sacking people. So I realized I just wanted to be invited because red carpet's in the crowd.
So that means you were invited for the red carpet.
No,
But the red carpet was strictly by invitation.
Yeah.
No, hang on.
Even though I think.
Hang on. There were 2 red carpets. There's one for the strictly by invitation.
Then the other one is the
And then-
entrance.
yes. Then
Yeah, so
there's
that one I went for the entrance one. Because, so you see the pathways like this, right? The red carpet, the invitation one is here on your
Yeah.
left. So we're going there for him in this, Arabian Jarabia, like, oil money and things. Oh, so like, we should go to red carpet. So when then about to say challenge about the invitation only, so we should, So me initially I was following behind him, but like 2 steps back.
Just to be
So
sure.
when they said Pastor stop, then I just went back the other way. This one is I don't know this one. I don't know this man. The bounce ticket alone. So me automatically if they bounce him, I'm not going to go there.
Right.
So I went straight to that's when I think the Pulse team saw us and like, oh, Fahim and Blay, they took a picture and some videos and they
So
put it.
Fahim said he didn't even get onto that.
Oh, no.
Oh wow.
No, the guy watched in Air Force watch and say, make go back.
I mean,
No,
I find it very interesting. I didn't get to see Fahim on the night, so I can't confirm on the night what he wore. But what I actually saw on the Strictly by Invitation red carpet, though, I'm still wondering if they had to do that because I don't think they achieved anything with it.
Oh, yeah, hang on. We'll come there because I've been on most red carpets, but the way Blay is saying bounce, 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 it brings me to this. I saw a video on social media. Felicia Say
Yes.
was very, very upset. And I saw her posting. She was invited, kind of quote and unquote, "Mashama tadi."
Makeup.
I say me, I makeup. I me tree here by. I say me code no. Obi use.
Hey, Charlie. I can actually imagine the pain because like you get up and you're going so attire,
Yeah.
you fight with your seamstress and sons, and then you go to say they scan your code. You went specifically red carpet and they scan your code.
Like, what I want to ask you is that did you witness anything like that on the red carpet?
No, invite me. I don't go. I saw them bounce me 5 times. This one, I wasn't there. I wasn't. They bounced us. They bounced for him.
Wait.
So automatically they bounce. Let me. They bounce for him. So I saw that they would bounce me. So I avoided it.
So hang on. Was it because Fahim's QR code? That's how what's called, like QR code.
Yeah, they give you
the cool thing.
I think
Was it-
after you get a ticket, you have a wrist.
A band.
Wristband,
Yeah,
yeah.
a band for that. And the red carpet was like apparently I had another band for the red carpets. So you have to do like separate bands or separate
okay.
QR codes. So like the guy saw, I think you realize that we didn't have like, we can't strictly by invitation. And I was wondering like, okay, so how do they invite? Is it like, do you have to be popular enough? Do you have to have some kind of name? Because I saw some people I didn't really know there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's you make a deal with them that hey, I want to be a red carpet, or they fill out forms. I have no idea how that works. So
I think if time wouldn't be exhausted by then or expired by then, we would have gotten the likes of Wesley Kessie because he was
on
on
it.
that strictly by invitation red carpet, and then maybe he can give us BTS details into what really went on or how they actually got onto that red carpet stage. Because to be fair, like I said, I was watching the red carpet from the car because I didn't want to have any of that. I wanted to see what the strictly by invitation meant, right? And for me, I'm a production person, so I figured, maybe they don't want to, make the place busy.
One person with the sound question a friend all my one. So I mean can you person with the sound question friend for no muko yi no.
Charlie.
It's
No,
my
me, I talk am.
first episode, so I will just try and comport myself.
no me I talk.
This is a house. I mean, it's not. I mean,
You feel why?
yeah.
Go on. Speak up.
So yeah, I think the whole idea was good in terms of production wise. I thought it was very clean red carpet, but the subjects that were most of the subjects that were represented on the night for that red carpet, I don't think they needed any strictly by invitation thing going on, to be fair.
Subjects. Those were mostly the influencers. And some of my high profile friends, actors and actresses were there.
Yes, indeed. But like I said, there weren't many wow. I'm sure most of the wow.
Some regular people that had like really good outfits that could have been there.
You get me? There were people who had the wow factor.
They didn't invite us.
But Nick, you don't need to be invited. You have been in the industry for decades. I mean, you don't.
Felicia say microphone was así so crack no. Yes, answer nechi.
Felicia's one is different. Felicia's one, they'll be in a bono abroad, and I
But still, I feel like even if like Justin Bieber or Drake came to red carpets and discount the tickets, let Drake enter.
let me tell you something. Some years back, the organizers brought some bouncers. I don't know if Nikki, you were active then in terms of going for the awards. They had an issue with how people got access into the event, even without tickets, right? There were always some level of bootleg tickets sold at the event. So people could still get into the event without the original tickets, right? So for example, if a ticket is going for maybe 50 CDs, you could get for 20, right? You couldn't check the authenticity of the ticket because those days the tech wasn't that much.
Yeah.
So the following year, they brought bouncers from a
New one.
francophone country.
Hey.
Yes, I think it was either Togo or Ivory Coast. I stand to be corrected, but they were from a francophone country. They don't understand English.
Yeah.
So you can imagine the likes of Nikki,
Pas
Pardon
français?
les voir.
Bola Francais.
Hey.
So the likes of, just imagine like the big shots who were like active in their peak then, do you know who I am? And they don't know who you are.
understand,
They don't,
yes.
that night, I remember that year, social media wasn't as frantic as it is today, but it was crazy. Like you cannot get in
Was
because
Shatawale there that year?
so he was.
And was
I'm trying to remember the year, and if the
was-
viewers are watching, maybe they can help me.
Obeti or J or L there that year?
What do you mean, Koli? Patapa?
Yeah.
No, Patapa had just found his break after
Okay,
that
then
year.
I just want to see a timeline.
Hey, because Charlie,
So can you imagine something like
it
that?
mustn't be a big show. The last thing here is Fiale call. Like, that's crazy.
Those guys didn't understand anything. Like,
And they also don't know anything
English.
about the country. So like,
Exactly, and of course, I mean, the organizers got their lashings, and they had to stop it. So I'm saying this is that Felicia Osei's situation was separate from the main event. You know where they did the accreditation and tickets. It was in the State House.
yeah, it was.
So you go to the State House,
You
before you come. So you don't know anybody there. The faces there might not even recognize you as the Felicia Osei. You get me? And so that's why I thought maybe she said, you know what? I don't need to worry myself. I need to just go back
Bounce.
home.
Yeah.
But I think I always say that the scheme has come a long way to be dealing with some of these challenges, to be fair. 26 years. Come on. I mean 25 years, but the 26th edition, it's just too much.
Ebefa.
I say far.
Ebefa.
Because if I want to get into the all night aspect of it.
Oh, we are getting there. Let's move inside. I was
Charlie.
just about to say, let's move inside. Let's
Hey, me
move.
die, oh.
Oh, Brady.
Da rough.
Oh, Blay, but hey, Brady.
Da, hey, me da fucking.
What that event now say?
Me da
With all of the noise.
you know what wake me up? Listen, those are glorious Jesus. I heard it. I'm like, oh yes. I think they revitalized me first when they went to start playing first. All their songs and things. As time was going on, then Paluta 2 woke me up.
So that means you were sleeping in between. What time did you get there?
I got there like around like 9-10. I didn't get it so late. Like 9-10.
Okay, that means the red
Which is
carpet was
still late for
almost
me.
coming to an
Yeah.
end.
It's
I
still
got
late.
I made sure that upon I got at 10.
Yeah, because honestly,
I
they were
got
saying
that.
that we should come like 7 this thing. People that got there like, oh Charlie, there was no one there.
I have been at the TGMAs well enough to know that the show wouldn't start until after 9.
With celebrities and influencers, time, they don't know time. Oh. They're coming fashionably late.
It wasn't even about celebrities and influencers. I just thought that it's become the culture of the day.
to come late.
It's not like I'm going to an Uncle White show where I know that at 7, whether there's somebody there or not, the
will
show
start.
will
The
still
show
start.
starts.
And that is what I hope event organizers, especially national event organizers, will get to. You get me? Start the show so that the next time when you invite the celebrity, the influencer,
will
know that if I don't
yes.
come, I'll miss this, I'll miss that. But hey,
But then again, to knowing that you're organizing such a big event with so many high class people, like you wouldn't. If I was gonna, let's say you'd have a red carpet segment, and then I say it's happening at 7, and they don't come 7, and then it never happens. Like I'm still kind of running at a loss because like I wanted to get content off of that.
of
People
that,
wanted to see the red carpet. People are looking forward to
If you want to
this
see it,
particular
come.
segment. No, but I'm saying like to the audience there, right? I mean,
TV3 was showing this. There are audiences. There are still audiences.
yeah, but you see, I'm speaking from the fact that most high class people, celebrity influencers, they are, how do I explain it? They're not really necessarily time conscious. Everyone wants to be fashionably late. Everyone's like, I get you.
I mean, do you know why? Because I've been to, like I said, previous TGMAs, yeah, and I was early. But the thing is, see, the reason why we are being late is because when we are early, we go and sit there and wait.
Yeah.
Yes. So now it's become a culture
It's a
now.
cycle.
So everyone wants to
Unfortunately,
be
everybody gets affected.
like 1 hour in case they have to wait.
Oh, so that is why I agree with Brahima, because if you, the production team, have made us slow, then you should also make us what? Early.
Early. Yeah. No, I think it's pure facts because look, I can't imagine some like you slept, but people left. People left before we got to the peak of the night. And I
Thank
think
God for TV3 once again then. So that means at least the viewership
The
was
aspect of the
from
year.
home.
I think that's what everyone was waiting for.
I
People
have
left for
always
that.
advocated that, you know what, if there's going to be a challenge, then pre-record some of the segments. You know, curate your celebrities, let them come early, shoot your red carpet, play back, and have a delayed broadcast. Do you get what I'm saying? So that you have time to do your other main segments and give us a very tight production. Because nobody's going to be. We just love watching TGMA because of the conversation that's around it on social media. But who is really going to sit behind?
And some of the performances which we're going to get to, I'm coming there.
Who is really going to sit behind the TV? If you look at the total stream of the TGMAs, it's almost 7 hours. The total stream without breaks is 7 hours.
I'm supposed to be 3 hour max.
You understand? Like, if so someone will ask, including arts? Yes, including arts. For 7 hours.
I think it was like when it was like one day 112, and then I think like 4 artists hadn't performed yet, and they were still, and it's like, what the hell was
We
going
had
on?
14, if I'm not mistaken, 14 performances on the night. 14. And the first performer, which was Ayisi, formerly AI, he started just around 10:05, 10:10. What I actually appreciate or applaud the organizers for was they were really running through the what do you call it, presentation of the awards, because obviously they knew that they were pressed for time. So, and some of the, you see, another thing is a bigger problem, Nikki, because our stages too, they are just one dimensional. The stages are not rolled away or wheeled away. I had a privilege
or just having multiple stages
to kill time, because you see, some of these sets alone,
it's now time to now off lights and then bring phone,
I'm telling
telephone
you, play
booth.
this, play that. And that is why our brother Foster Romanos was struggling on the night, because he had to try and get the audience going. But unfortunately,
production again made it slow.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? So if we want to really get into the technicalities, then we will not finish the show today.
And this is a message the young in Charles. Yes, room. So performances best and least. Blay, let's start with you.
Me.
Daddy Blay.
Okay, you know what, let's start with him.
Daddy, yo.
Let's start with him first. Because like I told you, I may die.
And so the ones you saw.
No, but you mentioned Daughters of Glory Jesus.
Okay, yeah, I like that one. I'm not going to lie. I actually personally liked that one, because I mean, it's been so long. Like when you talk about them now, like in my like generation, like you think of like, oh, those really really old people. You heard it here in your dad's car, but like the song just grabs you. Yeah. So I personally like that performance. It gave like a little kick to the event. I remember when they came, everyone was like upstanding.
Yeah.
And then I think I also personally liked King Promises.
Okay.
To some degree, I like that. I like the visuals, because I actually met the guy that did the. I think his name is Owari.
Asgod.
Yeah, Asgod. That guy. Yeah, he's very very talented. And Paluta, I think he woke me up totally for listening out by force. But I actually, funny thing, I found out that night that this guy had been in the industry like since
you didn't
way
know
back. I never knew this.
Like 16, 17.
I was so surprised. I was like, what the hell? This man has been there, like even Joey B, like D Black time. He was a Vera, rapper. Like this man was there, still producing consistently till now. And he just like recently started picking. Like wow, like it made me like when I saw him singing that I said that this thing. Someone told me it made me appreciate that performance like way more. I was like, damn, bro,
you could relate.
I'm gonna give you your flowers, because like I don't think I did that for 16 years. Well, I don't think I could do that for 16 plus years, bro.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I slept through a couple of them, but the ones that I remembered were the Glorious Jesus.
I'm curious. What made you sleep? What made you feel like, because to sleep in an event like that,
it's boring.
To suggest it was boring.
So
was it that it was?
I think aside the fact that like,
hang on, is it that it was boring, he was tired, or he was high?
Hey, I don't do that too. I'm not kill me.
Daddy yo.
Daddy Blay, don't do that. Don't take no substance.
We'll take that one out. So which of them was the reason?
Okay, so I think this also stems from the fact that me personally, like I'm gonna put out there, me personally, I'm not so in tune with the whole TGMA culture. Like this was my first time going there.
Right.
Like I've never really sat down to really watch the TGMAs. I mean, I see the memes here and there.
Yeah.
I've never really sat down to like full honesty. So if I couldn't really connect to most of the things that were happening that in other place. So I guess that was another factor.
So it wasn't about a social battery.
No.
Okay.
Also, that one too
I wish
was a
Fahim was
factor.
here. Go on.
But yeah, that was me personally, because I couldn't fully connect with everything that was going on. So that also was a factor.
First.
I think something were a bit like delayed. I can't pinpoint, but something.
Clearly, it's usual, like we said already. That's very,
Yeah, so
very
that was kind of
evidence
like
of the producers
You
and
know,
organizers.
Yeah.
that also kind of took away some things. But ultimately, I think like I can see the planning. They actually like thought well into it.
Yeah.
But I feel like at some points it just felt dragged to me. So I was losing. I was just dozing off here and there, and I only saw a couple of. Sometimes I'll even go out and take a walk because like I don't know. It was just.
Hey, no.
Yo, that was just me though. That's just me though. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think this is actually for me. This is data for me. You know, it tells me how your generation,
appreciates these things.
yes, and they also appreciate how tight and sharp whatever you are offering to them must be, because he's talking about retention here. You know, you hook him, but you need to retain him throughout.
Well, yes, because the Gen Zs are very, very hard
You
to
know,
please.
exactly. Unlike us, where we are going to wait to see what's going to happen. They were like, no, let's see the action now. You get me? So I understand why people say their generation are impatient, right? Because he came there, he just wants to see what's going to happen, and you are tossing him here, he has to go for a walk. You know, it's a very good data that you are sharing. I'm sure.
I'm just gonna be honest.
You might think it's just you, but I think if anybody's watching and is marketing oriented, they may pick a few
because
things
even I
from there.
realized that after, like specifically the Glorious Jesus, after they performed, right? Because it was nostalgic. After they performed, I liked how they kept like just. And that's the idea is, who do you think it is? Like do a little short delay, like very, very short, and they did mention it, and I like that because I know back then they used to do like the who do you think it is? This side, that side, so it's almost. I like how quick it was at some point, but at some point it just got dragged, and I was like, you lost me there, bro. So
wow,
Right, man, before you come in, drop a comment if you are interested on coming here to give your quota, your 2 cents about what's happening in town. Let me generalize it. Today's entertainment. In fact, it's going to be a lot more entertainment from now on. It's open so bahana betina sinama wa ochra wadwin comment to us here, put down your friend is saying ideas, your opinions about what we are talking about now, Ghana music industry, TGMA, etc., etc. A lot of likes now. What I say, that's if you really want to be here. Okay.
Come on here more. Chat near more.
Rima.
Well, I think
Best and least.
Least year, the bad thing, but let me just start with the best. Joint best. Allow me joint best, and that would be definitely Daughters and Stonebwoy. Honorable shouts going out to the lady. I think her name was Mavis Asante. They did some tribute for Yao Sapo and Osomafo. Fantastic display. I mean, I think for me that was like, no free. The major event or the major performances, it was a standout for me. The least for me would be Paluta.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
The least for
my goods.
Now I'll explain why. Now during the show,
right?
I obviously I was doing live commentary and live tweeting. Not that the performance was bad, no, but I thought on the night with what everybody brought on stage, his lacked color. Okay.
Oh, he's giving us that's gold, white. Like, me now, but I'm giving everything. Me now, Nina, white for everybody. My God.
But in performance-wise, in terms of delivery, nailed it.
But aesthetics.
Okay.
Because even the choreographers or the dancers behind him, I'm wondering who did the costuming for them. They looked so out of place. Some had ashy feet, and so some clearly you could tell that, they just carried them. You get me? Just carried them, just
put them there.
And he was in the running to become an artist of the year. And you look at his competitors and what they did on stage, it puts him down the pecking order. You get what I'm saying? And as an artist, you would want to take some of these things seriously. And I tell you what, Familia, who might be in my top 3 performers on the night, he had barely 30 minutes to perform on stage.
And he delivered.
But what he brought theater on the stage. So you may not remember how he performed, but you can close your eyes and see the beauty of theater on the stage. Stonebwoy, obviously, you understand. Even Kiddy, who took the opportunity. Even Moliy.
I was gonna come
Even
there.
Moliy.
This was the first question.
This was the first time
come there.
performing on stage, probably her biggest Ghanaian music stage.
Yes.
And look at what she did. You get me? So
also just saying, because I didn't mention some people, like I said, I slept. I will recollect when he's talking.
That's fair.
So now I'm remembering some of
so
them.
you look at some of these things and you're like, Paluta, you've had arguably 2 or 3 of the biggest songs in the year under review. You want to show people that you've earned your stripes on stage, and the fact that he was doing 2 things at the same time, which I would also give him credit for. He was rapping and singing. Normally what happens is you have somebody do the singing for you so you can take your time and rap. But if you are rapping and singing, you are really consuming a lot of energy, having to jump from one end of the stage to the other, and then you have to come and sing again. And at some point in time he was flattening his notes, but it was okay.
Self-club, stand up. That's my goal.
Okay, so the only thing that I think did not help him on the night was the lack of colorful aesthetics or theater on stage.
Now, Moliy music.
Well, actually, maybe it might sound biased, but like I've worked with Moliy, and, like several things. Like I've seen her like grow from what she is. Like I don't lie, considering this is her first performance and everything, I think she killed it. I don't lie, and I mean, people don't really give her like her flowers because I guess people don't really listen. Ghanaians in particular don't really listen to her music like that. But like worldwide, like she's making serious numbers. Like one of the only few Ghanaians to be making it big out there in the country. Yeah. And I don't even like I think she has like what 10 million or 30 million Spotify listeners.
Yeah, let me double check.
She's literally the most Shazam song in the world.
Yes, and she's currently the number 1 song on the US Billboard. So
actually now knowing all this, like I want to ask you guys. So, do you think she should have won the
reggae song? I, to be very honest, and those of you know my Twitter, you can check, or my ex, you can check it out. I was really gunning for her to win Shake It to the Max. Sorry, win the reggae dancehall song with Shake It to the Max.
Breakout star, I'll give her the breakout star.
You get me? But
no, I won't give her that. I'll give her, there was an award for breakout.
Not
yes.
New artist.
New artist,
because,
yes.
No, you see, so this is a fantastic conversation.
New artist or breakout, because the moment you do it out there.
This conversation came up prior to the awards. And just like what you were saying, I thought, she had a better chance of becoming a new artist. But she's already been nominated before.
Yes.
As a new artist.
Yeah, no, not as a new artist. But, when Sad Girls Love Money Best Record of the Year, she was part of that collective.
Yes.
So the
still,
scheme,
even if she was part of that collective, if she wasn't singled
that
out.
is where we need to revise it, because
she still qualifies to
exactly.
Yes,
this is exactly what I was arguing for. That the
she's
fact
part
that
of the record, but the record doesn't belong to her.
Exactly. You get me? The fact that a featured artist, is part of a record that has been recognized or identified as maybe a song for a particular category does not mean that when the artists themselves come out with their own record, they should be denied an opportunity in the best new artist. You get it? Because just like what you may call it, Mr. Drew and Mufti's case, right? Yeah. For best collaboration of the year. If should Mufti have another big song by himself, he won't be recognized as a new artist. They will say because
he was.
So I think the scheme should look at revise some of these things and give the flowers where it's due.
Exactly, because who knows Mufti? Even though he was on his record, still people don't
exactly.
know
You get what I'm saying? So I think for Moliy, I was really gunning for the fact that she would take that best reggae dancehall song of the year. Yeah, and I know people say, the song is big outside, but I always say that when you guys argue that we should take Ghana music to the world, and people are doing that, why are you trying to shortchange them?
Like, why are you supporting this person?
On God, I swear I'm here to Moliy on Ghanaian.
Moliy?
I swear.
You know Moliy was Ghanaian?
No,
You didn't think Moliy was Ghanaian?
I swear.
I
swear. No.
Even before Amari's thing, she was in a music video with who was it? Like she's been there. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, she's been around.
No, let me land. Let me land. I know she's half caste or mulatto. I know. Let me say all of them because they'll say I'm being race, mixed race. She's half caste. She's mulatto. However you want to quantify us. And so now about higher. I am saying this because, again, like you're saying, she's Ghanaian, but who knows her?
In Ghana.
Yes. I get that a lot because I'm Ghanaian, but my name is Siniki Samonas. Samonas, no. It could be Rebe Biana Meka Samonas now. And I say I'm Ghanaian. Exactly. I get that reaction. And I think that's even part of the reason why it's difficult for me to break through certain parts of the industry because of my name. Maybe I'm coming and yes, Samonas and I would have been different. And if you're not Samonas, I can come in. So what do I say? So in this
but say Moliy, no, mama on a local.
Hey.
Moliy Coco.
So I believe that some of these things affect us, especially those of us who are
light skinned.
colored.
But Nikki, it's very interesting you say this because.
But no, let's not go there.
No, we're not going there. I'm just still in the music, in the music space, right? Once upon a time, there used to be this preferred choice of models in music videos.
Yes,
the directors would rather go for colored ladies than black women.
There are Elwes who are very fair. There are Shanties who are very fair. There are Northerners who are very fair.
Right.
So yes, colored girls, but how many of them were mixed?
Okay. I see what you mean.
Coming from.
Okay. In Ghana, we can make that argument. Elsewhere, we can't because they know who is colored and who is mixed. But here, we don't even know the difference. Yes, it's true. You have a point on that. That one is very true.
Let's see a fair girl is a fair girl. And if you have small accents, then
yeah.
They ask you Brony and they ask you
because Moliy has been dealing with that as well. Like,
thank you.
They keep asking you if I don't know, but she's schooled here. Basically, live their life here. So it's just.
I feel like even in the song "Shake It to the Max," you can sense that Ghanaian.
The jollof
Friday night. But the way I'm happy saying international. So
you're looking for love. And I'm looking for the like if somebody you're looking for love. I'm looking for your love.
Even the tonation of what
yes, don't said it. I wanna fly. I can hear. No, I wanna fly.
But it's okay. I don't have time.
I tell you what. And this is the brutal honest truth, right? People, the Ghanaians who are hopping on Moliy Shake It to the Max right now, they have no idea what the lyrics are saying. Most of them have no idea what the lyrics is saying. Really? They're just waiting for the Shake It to the Max. Unlike some of us.
I agree with you. Regular songs, most of us, we don't know.
Unlike some of us, I'm telling you, if you like, go and do a street quiz right now.
Really?
And play. They don't, most, I'm being
very, I
am trying to put this in context. Unlike you and I, who would listen to the song, know the lyrics of the song, most Ghanaians who are now jumping on the Moliy
I don't know the lyrics.
Okay,
now.
wait. You listen to Stoneboy, right?
Yes.
Like you can sing with a Stoneboy song.
The ones that has tree inside.
Huh.
Yeah,
the regular parts, no.
So people, you see, this is the thing. Obviously, now she's gotten her breakthrough. She's become one of the shining stars of our music industry globally, right? And so you want to now associate yourself with the brand, right? So there are people who are now jumping on that bandwagon to say, "Oh, Moliy no." Moliy Ofriha, shake it to the max. You understand?
Archipelago, I'm mentioning the name.
You see, please.
Archipelago.
So let's go straight to the awards.
Let's go.
The awards. Deserving and non-deserving.
We talked about reggae dancehall song of the year. Not to say that Stoneboy didn't deserve it. He deserved it. Definitely. He's a landlord of that. That one day is a landlord. And I really want
deserving and non-deserving.
I want to appreciate the fact that he dedicated the award to Moliy. That was
very cool. That was
someone from Moliy.
But I like how you should
Mulatto combine. Who else? I think for me, the shocker for me, I had a few shockers to be fair. The best female artist, best female vocalist of the year was given to one Esther Goodwill. I didn't see that coming at all. Like I remember when the pin dropped in the auditorium when the announcement was made. It was like, who is that? You get me? And I thought, maybe for some reason the scheme wanted to be sure that they were delivering as it were with the technical aspect of it. All right. Best video of the year. I was surprised it went to Jejereje. It should have gone to Continental.
What do you think?
It should have gone to Continental, to be fair.
Continental.
Because if you look at the description or the category definition of what was expected, Continental was way beyond what.
Please. For those of us watching, some people don't know who Continental belongs to.
Continental belongs.
Please mention
Continental. I swear.
Please
Continental, we go chop. International, we go.
And then it belongs to who?
Stonebwoy. So
Thank you.
Continental was for Kim Promise, and so I remember the look on industry faces when the announcement was made, because it's like something has gone wrong somewhere. Something has gone wrong somewhere, because there is no way. I mean, if you're being honest, there is no way. I might even want to throw this towel into the ring here, that I don't think even Stonebwoy saw himself taking that award. To be fair, to be very honest, I don't see Stonebwoy saw himself taking that award. So it
wasn't a bad video. His video was also equally good, but it was that, I guess, the theme of it.
Yeah, against what the definition even states. You not to say that the video was no. The video was very clean and nice, but if you look at what was required, in terms of the video,
I guess Stonebwoy's thing had like more popularity in terms of like.
But you see,
that's the thing. You see, it doesn't have to have popularity.
Exactly. The best video of the year is technical. It's purely technical.
I was about to say that it's technical.
Sometimes people don't understand that, and they use other factors to decide winners. And I'm assuming because that's why you're saying right now, the theme, it didn't match the theme, obviously. But me personally, even when I didn't even know about the whole, I used to see the video everywhere, like every single ad I used to see everywhere. So that one there, I want to believe that was another deciding factor that was used to give it the win. Because honestly speaking, you're right, the Continental thing should have won. That's me trying to make up a theory to understand why he was giving.
You know why there will be an argument with your POV is that, like you said, JJ was everywhere because maybe it added to the popularity, right? But the reason why they reserve such awards for technical review is that it's not everybody who get opportunity to see such videos. So imagine what the video did not get popularity. So what it takes away
what it deserves.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why it is strictly for the board, or strictly for the technical people on the board, to say that okay, we've reviewed all of these videos and this stands out.
Right? It's just a theory.
That's why I said that there's a voting system. So if you recall, I said there's a voting system for some of these categories. There is a voting system for it, so that it doesn't look like problem or home.
And I also think on the night there was a switch.
Go ahead.
I think.
Say it.
I think Kinata should have won Best High Life Act of the Year
and
Familia should have taken Songwriter of the Year. I know I'll get in trouble for this because I feel like right now it's just like Stonebwoy and Reggae Dancehall Act. It's become like a free pass every year, and it's just like the way I feel about Gospel Artists and Best Male Vocalist of the Year.
And it's the same way you feel about Writer of the Year.
Writer of the Year as well. I mean, not to take away from Kinata. But if Kinata is in Songwriter of the Year, you're not going to win.
It's like 5 times in a row.
It's just 5 times. I mean, come on.
So there's no good writer in Ghana.
I'm sure there are, but I just thought, well, maybe you guys.
I mean, apart from Kinata, no writer be a phone.
Hey, Kasa. Agenda must agenda. Agenda must agenda.
No, I just thought, Familia should have gotten a look in for that, and then Kinata, because of his album, was it Kofi or Kofi? It's Kofi or Kofi. Yes. That because that album did not win Album of the Year.
First album.
Yes, it did not win Album of the Year. So I thought the High Life Act would have gone to him, so that it would have compensated him.
God, you mean compensated? That meant faster than Maha.
Yeah, sorry.
Because I was in fact compensation Maha.
Oh, you think
on my seat.
Oh, please. All right. Okay.
Don't go there.
Relax.
Agenda must not agenda in this situation.
Thank you
very much. You are very, very welcome.
But apart from that, I think the awards that were given, I think those who won deserved it. Jometo, there's been an argument about Jometo's win for the Best Male Vocalist. People argued that it should have gone to AEC for Can I Live?
I think you're being in sync with me, Maya, because you guys are just answering questions that precedes my next
question.
So I have followed AEC for years. He's aware.
Myself.
I love him to bits. He's aware. I don't know whether it's because of management that's making it difficult to break through, break out, or gets bigger, so to speak.
You know,
But or whether
Nikki, you know, he had a manager who passed away.
yes,
Right. I think that guy, God bless his soul, he was really doing a lot of work for EC because he had a few relationships that were helping plug AC into
the
setting.
system.
Exactly. And I remember when AEC lost him, it really broke him
Affected.
because they had plans. They had
like
goals.
Kwakese and Finnick. that kind of thing.
Exactly, you know, but
Makes it
it hurts more because AC had just taken off.
Thank you.
Do you get it? Because that was when grind had just taken off. So now they were about to just plant their feet on
Back to
set.
back.
You understand? But when he lost, I've forgotten his name. When he lost that manager, there was just slump, and I can understand because mentally,
It affects you.
you understand, sitting in a room with somebody who
I've
has,
been there.
you know,
I
your
understand
plans and
one
vision,
Your mentor, your everything,
and just
just
like that.
gone.
So now you have to. So when you listen to a EC, the EC that you guys are listening to today is not
It's
the
not the
EC
easy before.
from whoa.
Before we
The
don't
EC
know.
of you should listen to his song Anger Management. That was a song that won him.
Officer,
Hey,
I think I shot a man down.
Damn.
I'm telling you, the EC guys are listening to this not because Charlie right now he's become more soulful, but the EC before. That's why I feel like, you know, the industry now, we are not doing well with
Sure, better the voice and
tracking
I'm
talents.
bump too.
Yeah.
AC.
The AC are listening now is not. Hey, AC has mellowed small. I think he wants to be a bit
I was
commercial.
actually hoping that one of you would say you liked his performance because his was the first. So
No,
I was really
The reason why I
waiting
didn't
to
speak
hear-
on the AC performance was I wasn't in the room when
he
he was
was
performing.
performing.
I was now coming in.
I was in the room,
I was now coming in.
but asleep.
But you know the thing about AC is having watched him perform before, I could visualize his performance. AC is your Whitney Houston, but in a male form. The microphone is stagnant, right? He stands before the microphone and he just delivers.
Hey, Charlie, the way you are in sync with
I'm telling you,
I see
you.
that.
You should see a live AEC performance or have them intimate performance. You understand what I'm saying? He's not giddy. You know, he's not giddy, and he's a mic controller. The way he does with his voice is crazy.
Please, my producers, please, if you allow, play his song in during this period at the background, if it's possible.
I'm happy.
I don't know whether
I'm happy
it's
he's gotten
copyright
his
or affected,
flowers.
but if it's not, please play AEC
I'm happy he's gotten
songs.
his flowers. I think he should have won
And
best
talent
male vocalist.
agents, please find him because he
has to.
Find
He
him
has to.
and put him there
He has
because
to.
trust me, I believe he can.
That's why
okay.
it's befitting he won the best record of the year with Ghana Live, and that song tells a lot. I just find it very interesting that for all these years, this is the first time he's getting an award.
And this is the first time they've brought because he's been there.
It's
And like
ridiculous.
I said, I don't know how. So if somebody saw him, please, whoever saw him and brought him there, no, continue. And those of you who are looking for money, AEC is money.
He's a talent, yeah. He's definitely the talent you
He's
want
money.
to invest in. He's definitely the talent you want to invest in.
I don't know
What
about his
money is
behavior
there
or
right now?
character, whether he's hard to work with, but his money.
No, AC
Find him.
is pure banking, straight. I don't know what other
Who is
factors-
managing him right now?
I have to double check.
Please,
check.
yeah. I don't
Okay.
have time.
Yeah.
You know, you can go and do your
research.
Okay. I'll check.
Smart there. People should find him. So as I say,
Yeah.
who else again apart from AEC? Any other person you think that we should rally behind?
Adoma, I was excited to see Adoma back on stage.
I
doing
was
the
actually
cover.
surprised.
You're surprised?
Yes, because she switched. You
Yeah,
know,
she
she
filmed full-time.
entirely. Yeah,
Yeah.
she went straight into film and she laid down the music. So I was very surprised to see her there. I don't know whether it was one of those things or it was a plot to come back into the industry.
You know, the role she played on the night for me was a full circle moment because Adoma got introduced to us as the cover girl. You know, she had the first quote unquote exposure or blow up because she would do covers of your favorite Ghanaian songs. All right, that was when she got introduced to us. So seeing her on the stage doing a cover of Osibisa, even though she's not been active as an artist, for me was a way of refreshment because, you know, like she said, she's been doing film fully. She's not doing music anymore, right? And then of course you saw Titi Owusu come on stage. Another talent that
Hey, everybody, just say, my mic no, just say, why is Titi still, why is she not delicious or Titi National? And
no,
Titi National,
yeah.
Why?
They call
Why
her,
is she not international?
Ghana's Beyonce.
Why is Yisi not a Yisi national? Mentasi and conform anywhere home. Na ade. Continue.
No, but these are valid questions. You know, I think for a very long time, the ecosystem of the industry, for some reason, you know, we've not been able to empower and embolden talents.
Actual talent.
Not to say that the ones who have had their big breaks are not talents, but
like talents with a level of being a genius.
Exactly. And I don't know if the challenge is about marketing these ones to the average Ghanaian, because like we were just talking about Moliy right now, right? The average Ghanaian does not see Moliy as their star,
go-to star. Yeah,
you get me? They would
famous outside.
You get it.
And it's sad for me. It's sad because I feel like, you know, with someone like that, you know, you should have like, because I see how Nigeria, I always use Nigerians as a good example, because they would push you no matter what. If you are doing rap or if you are even doing a rock, they would push you.
Yeah, but when you say the day, you know, what do you mean? Because I've done a bit of investigations into
with the Nigerians.
Yes, with
they are people.
What about you say? I'll believe because she's been there
in Nigeria.
Yes,
of course.
No, I see the way they promote themselves.
Who are they?
They're people.
Which people?
They're in Nigeria. Oh, okay. That's just me. You've been bad with me. The way I see on social media, for instance, I see people put their stuff online.
Again, serious talent agencies. Nigerians don't joke. That's why when you say they, and I come back to you with they.
Who are the they?
I won't go anywhere. Let me use a popular musician who is also a talent manager. Olamide.
Battle.
Olamide. All his artists, they are there. They are there. I'm using him because people know him. If I mention other ones, you may not know. Now you have to go and research. That's why I'm using a popular one we all know who we can resonate with.
Yeah.
That guy will pick
Ashake's
you up.
famous boss.
Yes. Will pick you up from the gutter. Opekra don't know how to sing. Opekra don't be talented. That guy will talent you. And you will go there. I don't know how he does it. Don Jazzy.
Yeah, so she doesn't take away from the fact that they are still pushing.
No, please, Massa, be specific.
So the agents are pushing.
So you have to go to the right people. Rema, Omale, Davido. I'm famous, so let me not go there. Olamide say, you know, the artist is brought, you know, they were not here.
Yeah, like Ashake.
Fireboy. Fireboy, his first album, I fell in love with him. His first album, I don't even know who he was. And I opened iTunes, Fireboy. I'm like, they are pushing Fireboy to you. Whether you like it or not, you will listen to Fireboy.
It's the money.
And when I listened to Fireboy, I was flabbergasted. I was like, why am I? So my second, why am I offering him? Because I didn't even know. And son, I'm going to say, hey. So we are joking here.
The joke sometimes is the lack of money. You see,
money.
It's a lack of money. It's lack of technical know-how. Because a lot of us, like she said, you know, sometimes I trust as possible to shy away from the Nigerian conversation because I feel like they think we like to.
So you think if we did have the money and all that, that would be enough for us
having the money is
our creative field?
Having the money, see, there's Brahima,
me the money no
there's
Brahima. Links.
Links. There's a divide here. The divide is.
So you don't think it's about the money and then
the money will come in, but if I know you and you can take me there, and I don't have money, and my talent is good.
But you see, right now, you are dealing with an ecosystem where people have been hurt and burnt for investing their monies into talents and not getting anything.
Right, I'll come there again. And Sana, you make it, no? You be over there, over shikakra.
It's a risk investment.
So it's a risk investment.
But I'm saying that in Nigeria, your chances of doing that is high. But in Ghana, there aren't proven examples to do so.
Of invested talents.
Exactly. Only a few, it's just a few examples. For example,
I agree.
For example, Richie of Links. Richie can hit his chest and say, yeah, I picked these guys, Kwame Eugene, Kiddy, Miss V, and so on and so forth, and I made them who they are today. Do you get what I'm saying? But we don't have enough of the links Richie type of investment, to be very honest. You get me? So we are at a crossroads, to be fair. And I think that as we grow and as we evolve, we will get there. Now, the most important thing is finding our sound. Because for a very long time, we are not too sure what
Right,
have
my
our
sound,
sound.
no,
We have our sound.
no,
Right, my
no.
sound
When I
no
say
wo-
finding our sound, I mean, what are you selling? What are you selling?
That's uniquely Ghanaian.
Exactly, because the Afrobeats that we thought it was for African.
I want to say something. No, if I say it's Nigerians will come at me, so let me keep
I
quiet.
was going there, but since you've taken it, please continue.
On the continuation is we're going to play games now.
Madam, don't play the games. Cast them, no. Let's go.
We're going to
I
play
was going
games
to
now.
say, but please go ahead.
Everything belongs to Africa. Make it your own. Period. Maka. I won't personalize it. We are Africans. We're just separated by borders.
We're political. Who also ran for MP now?
MP.
Who shall be running MP?
Me, I have cast. Me, so who mammy?
Ah,
Ni na kahun bi o. Ni na kahun.
and I
So, share. Yeah. And you know, we are all Africans. What you say? We are all Africans. Everybody can play anybody's genre. I mean, kind of sir. Yes. You start here actually tuum. Almost starting finfi. Almost somewhere then.
I tell you. More fire.
Yes, I'm more fire. We are not joking here. We are going to games. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Right. So Daddy Blay will be asked a few questions by both of us, and that will depend on how he plays the game. Spin the bottle. If he lands on a red, I go. If it lands on a black, Brahima Olili Salvador. He goes. Simple questions, nice questions. Some are controversial, but he can handle it.
Charlie, the
Let's
way
go.
I'm seeing 500 and cents, Charlie, the money I keep it. Okay, no worry.
Ready,
Oh
ready,
yeah, he gets to keep the money if he wins.
ready.
Yeah.
We'll do that after the show.
Okay, my boy, then let me see what's going on here.
Don't cheat. We
I'm
have to see
cheating.
how. Please put it here.
Don't worry, I don't cheat
Daddy
now.
Blay,
It's
put it
red,
here.
it's black, it's black.
But put it here.
It's
Oh, I can't reach. Oh,
You can reach. Please, producer, come and adjust his.
Unless my leg, they
You are
press
allowed
on.
to come on my show. Come and adjust.
Oh, but I don't like cheat. Oh,
It's on
So
black.
Ilana on black. So we ask you the question.
eh.
Okay. So, what scares you about staying relevant in Ghana's entertainment space?
What scares me about staying relevant?
In Ghana's entertainment space.
Hey, that'd be a deep question, oh. I guess, to me personally, in the Ghanaian space, a lot of times, people are much more interested in controversial takes. And I feel like influencers sometimes get pressured into moving to more controversial content because people have gotten tired of their regular old content. And I guess what scares me is losing myself. So losing myself to the point where I start doing things where you can't recognize me from what I used to do. I think that's one thing that scares me. And is that I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. I can't sit here and say that, oh, I'll be the same old Mr. Blay everyone grew up on, or my generation or people young grew up on. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I guess my biggest fear would be losing myself and becoming something that I didn't want to see. So that's my answer for that one.
Nice one. No
Okay.
follow up. Let's go.
I get mine fucking.
No, you shouldn't spend the unquay.
My been rough. Okay. Spin. It says black again.
Yep.
Okay.
Guy is winning. Oh. All blacks.
If you knock 3 times, like for Kiso, because you spin the bottle, so
You don't go kiss for you. You don't go kiss for
you
you.
know.
Okay. Please ask your question. You didn't hear anything. Let's pretend.
Has there ever been a time you considered walking away from what you do entirely, and what stopped you?
Nah, I don't think there has been a time where I feel like I have to walk away. Me personally, I don't think I've gone to that point where I haven't had like a controversial moment before.
Are you waiting for one?
Not really.
About 2 1 yen check. I wish
It
I
come
was
down
that's
there.
it. Yay.
Over time, the more these things will come. But I haven't had a full-on controversial moment before, so I don't think I've had a thing where it's like, oh, Charlie, they say my forehead, my hairline is back, so I should leave the internet. So nah.
Let's spin. Third game.
More fire.
It's like it's not again. I don't like you. Black again. You say then
I actually want to try.
then won't kasa.
Okay. What's one misconception people have about you that you are tired of correcting?
That I smoke weed.
Oh.
The way misconception. Bye.
That
Uh-huh.
I think so. I did like a couple. So number one, that like so one thing is that I don't like alcohol. I don't drink.
Mm-hmm.
I don't smoke weed either. That's one misconception. Another one is that I'm short. I'm not short.
Why?
Wow, rough.
I'm not short. People think I'm short for my videos. I don't know why, but I'm not short. That's another one. I'm not short.
Okay.
And then I think the last one is people think I'm gay. I don't know.
Yes, I was actually going to come to that because I was going to tell you that have you seen his nails?
My nails.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So I want to find out what's the motive behind
What's the motive?
the
Me a rock star.
Kobna.
Yeah.
Me a rock
Then you
star.
should have a
Nose ring.
pierce.
Oh, what
and then
them-
you should have one gold. This should have baby.
Gold. Oh, what they mean?
That's
Hajj,
one. Then the bed 10 rock stars. So what I said. Then a tattoo here or there, and then maybe the hair will be multicolors.
Hey,
Rock
you
star.
just describe clown. I don't know. This is listening to. Yeah. But generally speaking, my nails. I just recently found had a liking to them. But it's not pink or this thing. I guess it's the style I like now. It's just the thing I like. I'm more of a free this thing guy. Me pay my rough, so don't worry. I'm not. But not in the sense that me I shower pacho.
Why you explain?
I have a beautiful, lovely, woman at home. Not in my house, but in her mother's house. But a beautiful, lovely woman at her home.
It's okay.
You explain.
We get it.
No, explain why, Pacho, because you have sister. I love every battle. That's not what's happening, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right, next one. Oh, okay.
All
Finally.
right, let me see. What question do I have for you? It's on a red.
You won 0.20. Allez, me foul.
Really?
C'est quand même foul.
Have you blocked or muted any celebrity
Have I blocked or muted any celebrity?
on social media?
Yeah.
Why?
Not blocked.
Muted.
This guy. This is me though. This is me though.
Of course, it's you.
I
Yeah,
don't think anyone people. This guy, Phil Ronan. Yeah, this guy. Oh, the podcast guy, Jason Clark. That guy, no. Oh, you guys know him, right? Phil Ronan. Yes, you know him.
Yeah.
The guy that. If I can get the pew pew, I'm gonna blow all motherfucking shit, bro. Bro, since I started this whole influence, since like 5 years ago, I knew this guy from 5 years ago. I did not like this man. I still don't like this man.
Why?
It irritates the fuck out of me. Like, I
Please
don't
beat
know.
that. Thank you.
He irritates. Like, okay. Me personally, yeah. Like, I'm not.
It's okay.
No, I'm just saying. He
You
just
don't have
irritates
time. Yeah,
me.
he irritates you.
He just
It's okay.
irritates
Spin,
me. Yeah, that's me though.
spin. Yeah,
I
let's
muted
go.
him. It's just me. Not Oliver have muted. I don't block him, but I muted him.
Okay. You go.
Charlie, you vex like
Bro.
you don't vex the calm.
No, because I used to, he didn't vex me back then, and now I saw that he came to blow, and he vexed me more. Because like, really? I don't know.
If you could change one thing about how men are treated in Ghana's showbiz industry, what would it be?
Ghana showbiz industry. Men, pa.
Yeah, it's a tricky question.
Hey, I mean, you get problem. I mean, Ghana. I mean, like actually,
It's a very sensitive question. That's why I wanted you to.
how
answer.
men are being treated in the showbiz industry.
Yeah.
I
And
don't.
showbiz could range from music, film,
Yeah.
everywhere. No, normally it would have been how women are treated, but I just wanted to.
The men's side.
Yeah, because there
So,
are some
like I said,
male
too-
influencers or male content creators who are struggling to. There's this. What's the word? Pay. Oh, what's the word? Some men feel like they are paid less compared to the women.
Really?
Oh yes.
Oh, I don't
What?
believe that. I don't
yeah.
really believe that.
Oh, my glasses. Glasses. It
you
know
doesn't
this?
normally come off.
You don't you don't know this?
I guess me personally, that whole thing where people say you're paid less because you're a guy, I think it all boils down to your influence. Because honestly speaking, if like you and Amabella get the same gig, you look at Amabella, bro. Look at her influence. Look at what this woman has done. You can think you have 2 million, but she has like you might have less than you. But it's not about the followers. It's about like the engagements. People like this girl.
So men,
honestly, I don't. Like I said before, I'm not so in tune into the Ghanaian space like that, so I don't really know what the struggles are. I can't really. This is just me speaking of.
What did you struggle
surface
with? What
level.
did you've been in the game for 5 years?
What did I struggle with?
What did you struggle with?
I guess finding an audience.
Okay.
You see, because me personally, I really wanted to get very much in tune with like all the Ghanaians, but I'm not that good at Ghanaian language. So me personally, like I wouldn't have like. People from Kumasi that typical tree people that are not so.
No.
Relax. Like I'm saying, like indigenous people. So my tree is not that good, right?
Yeah, where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm Ghanaian.
Where in Ghana are you from?
In Zima.
Okay. We don't have Nzima people in Ghana.
Hey, so what I was going to
my
ask
point
you,
is
what I was going to ask you is, since you've identified that there's a challenge with the language, have you tried being an Nzima
No. I'm saying
powered content creator?
Exactly what I said.
I can't
to
speak
appeal
Nzima.
to the Nzima, because I don't think there are a number of Nzima content creators out there. You don't think you could be that guy to?
Oh, you don't know how to speak the Nzima as well.
I can only say 1, 2, 3.
La ilaha illallah.
Insia. But I'm also Asante, so I want to appeal more to the.
Oh, you're
the
also
tree people.
okay. Is
You
it
get me?
because there's audience there?
Yeah. No, also because it's part of me as well. And I find tree contents. I actually really like this guy Akabeneza.
Okay.
He's one of my favorite. This is actually one of my favorite creators out there. I enjoy this man's things all the time. But back to your question.
Yeah.
I would say I don't really know about that.
But do you know about the women though?
the woman? I don't know about the gender this thing. Oh, I don't like to because I don't know about the whole gender this thing. Because I thought I'm just looking. I haven't seen any unfair treatment so far on surface level.
Okay.
Maybe because I haven't done so much research. Last one.
I didn't know 2 1 year.
I'm not going to cheat too. Oh, hey, but fine. Oh, sister, when yes, sir.
Right.
Believe me.
And Nikki. Oh.
Yeah, nice
What's the one
guy.
thing you
Fresh
fix
boys
to
don't lie.
What's the one thing you fix to look booked and busy?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
daddy.
That one thing you faked.
To look good, to look booked and busy.
One thing I faked to look booked and busy.
Business class. Meanwhile, economy no
To look busy. Ah, okay, settings.
Yeah,
Settings,
settings.
no.
Ah,
Packaging.
settings.
Tabako chain. Oh yeah. Ultimately do baby. Where do you?
What have I done that has done settings? Me settings. Okay, so this one show where so it was called We Are On. That was like back some 2 years ago. They did this thing where they would take some influencers on like trips to learn different skills. And so one was baking and one of them was helicopter. Like went to sit in the helicopter and the guy will show us the controls and things. And girl will be in the casa. I say, oh Charlie, I just started talking to her. I told her that I'm a pilot. I told her I'm getting my degree. And then in the helicopter, I made the guy give me the wheel. I got some nice picture. I said, I'll see. She said, I said, I just passed in house. So yeah, that was.
And she believed you.
Oh, but yes, but eventually I told her because honestly I'm a troll. So I told her that I'm a boy. But she was believing me to the point where I was like, this is scary. I could have gone further and said, I just got my degree, but
So wait, what was the motive? Not a girl, Nana.
if I just want to be pilot, I'm a pilot.
So did you get?
That guess the girl. Oh no, I didn't guess the girl. Some fraud boy be can't come.
Wait.
Or ton azul tray, no man. Asa. Azul tray pay finish. Azul tray pay finish.
I know that. I was just about to say. And on that note, please, if you guys have anything you want to say to wrap up, let's do that right away.
Azul tray.
The last was about the entertainment industry, specifically music, since that's what we've been talking about today.
Any last words? Any last words?
It was in the music industry.
Or anything in general about showbiz? I mean, your space.
Well, so me personally, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like sometimes, or new artists I'm seeing come up are gravitating towards like a Nigerian style of music. I don't know if it's just me. It's just
sound
me, though.
Nigerian.
It sounds more Nigerian than Ghanaian, and I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I hope that we don't lose our sound. Like, because I feel like Ghanaians, we have a sound, we have the way our things are. If you go and go back all the way back to EL and those things, we have a sound. But now I feel like from the new artists I'm seeing so far, it's like more people are gravitating towards a Nigerian flow, and it's nice though. But I hope that we can have more of that Ghanaian authenticity. So yeah, Charlie. So that's pretty much it for me though. Anyway, Doritos no. Okay.
Now, but then I'm wrap it up now, and I'll pay you on a crowd. So if you guys hear the song playing somewhere, you have to know that it's me. I'm the one singing the song. Yeah? We are all musicians. Yes. And very soon it's going to be released. So
Nikki,
when I'm passionate about today's subject, you have to understand where I'm coming from. So
What's the stage name? What's the stage name?
And to know,
how long was
on
this?
that note,
How long was this?
Let's go, man.
I'll see you next time on Chips and Chats. Chats no there more once again.
Chips should be more.
That's Olele Salvador Brahima and our guest, Daddy Blay. See ya.